Max, what has the last 3 months or so been like? You did really well at the combine, had a good Senior Bowl. Just what has the last 3 months been like? Just all.
It's been great. For the last 3 months, I've been in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at XBE, training with Tony Vellotti and Matt Gates. It's a great group of guys over there. Like we had a lot of competition. You know, we had Nate Wiggins, Quinyon Mitchell over there. Just to throw some names out there. So it was great just competing with them. I knew I was going to be at with my numbers, and it was just great to put that on display come the combine.
And Max, you touched on it a little bit when you were on the NFL Network the other way, but a lot of Rutgers defensive backs have gone and have really long, successful careers in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Just what does it feel like for you to have that, sort of network of alumni from Rutgers, and where do you see yourself in that? I guess
it's great, man. One of the best things you can do is use the resources, And when you have Super Bowl champions like the McCourtney twins and just a long line of Rutgers DBs, like you said, like it's great to use them as a resource, pick their brains, get a lot of advice from them. So yeah, I've been talking to those guys, and I can't wait to translate it to the field.
Max, what would you bring to an NFL team?
Versatility for sure. Like I said in Good Morning Football, I'm the most versatile player in the draft. I don't only show up on defense. Of course, I had 8 picks. That's tied for first. I've been all the DBs in the draft, all the corners in the draft, rather. And but I show up on special teams too. So I feel like I'm the most valuable player in this draft.
What's the Melton household like? With your brother Bo, your parents, like, just what's the conversations been like?
It's been great. They all knew what I could do. They all knew what I was capable of, and it was just great to put that on display for everybody. But in between the household, like we all knew what we were all capable of. So just put that on display so the world could see. It was a great feeling.
Max, you were on the Wake Up Show with the football. How has it been like to deal with all this added media hype and all that stuff?
It's been great. It's been great. I like to think I was underrated. Even coming out of high school and even in college, I'm really underrated. So to get that exposure now is great. I'm trying to maximize it to the best I can. So, yeah, it's been great, to be honest.
Max, you faced some good quarterbacks and great receivers in Big Ten play. How do you feel it's prepared you for this opportunity?
Big Ten has the best wide receivers, Big Ten and SEC has the best wide receivers and just the best football in general. So just go against those guys. I know I'm getting very prepared for the league, and I'm good for whatever comes my way.
Max, I saw you working out with Coach Christian Parker for the Eagles. What would it mean for you to play in your own backyard?
It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm not going to lie. Eagles have been a rival with my team for a while, the 49ers, but it'll be great. I'm down to play for whatever team picks me. If they have the trust in me, I have the trust in them, and it's going to work out at the end of the day.
Max, we just talked about the DBs that have come out of Rutgers and been successful. Why do you think that is? What do you think it is about playing for Coach Schiano, playing here at Rutgers, that makes DBs so successful at the next level?
It's our culture. The number one thing is our culture. Family, trust, chop. Family, forget about me, I love you. Trust, 100% honesty. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do in chop. Mental toughness, physical toughness, perseverance. You take those things and translate it to the field, you're going to have a great career. You're going to have longevity in your career also. So I feel like just taking the things from Rutgers and applying it to the NFL, that's why they've been in the NFL so long and productive.
Actually been shooting up mock draft boards over the last few months.
Yes, sir.
First, second, third round grades. Where do you feel like you fit? Do you feel like you're a first, second round? Do you deserve to be picked in the first or second round of the NFL draft?
Yes, sir. I feel like I should be the first corner off the board based on my production, versatility, and just how valuable I am. But I know realistically I'll probably be second round. Maybe I can slip into the first round. But yeah, that's where I feel like I stand.
Max, you touched on this a little bit before, but just following in the footsteps of your brother, who's obviously with the Packers now and having success there. Just what has it been like for you to have that journey, and how much of a motivating factor is it for you to sort of follow in his footsteps?
Definitely motivating. I go to my brother for 90% of the things that go on in my life. We have a 3-year age gap, so a lot of the stuff he's been through, I'm going through right now. So, I lean on his shoulder for a lot of things, ask him a lot of questions. And I asked him questions about the Senior Bowl. He went to the Senior Bowl. I asked him questions about the Combine. He went to the Combine. So, not too long ago, so the Combine really ain't changed. The Senior Bowl ain't changed that much. So I lean on my brother a lot.
Max, how do you think you've grown as a player and a person at Rutgers?
A lot. I came in immature, selfish little freshman, just like 90% of freshmen coming in the nation. But just being under Greg Schiano, it's a tight ship over here. It's not easy to play for Greg Schiano or in this scheme or for this culture. You have to be more than just a football player. You have to be a great person also. So I feel like that really made me into the man I am today.
Max, you also played special teams at Rutgers. Not often do you see a top corner do that. Can you talk a little bit about your mentality taking on the third phase responsibilities?
Yeah, special teams is 33% of the game. It's still 33%. And with punt and punt block, the two main things I'm on, it's the biggest trade in real estate of the game. If you get, just to translate to the NFL, if you have a bad punt and you get Patrick Mahomes the ball on the plus 40-yard line, it's 6 points every time. You can't do that. So I feel like it's very important. It's not talked about enough. So, and Coach Schiano really emphasized it enough in our meetings to where we took it serious when it translated to the field. And we had the best punt team, I believe, 3 out of the 4 years, 0 return yards 1 year. That was unheard of. Literally the best punt team to ever play in college football. That was some of the best stats. So, yeah, I feel like it's a very important part of the game.
Thanks, Max.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.